What's up guys, my name's Lexus Amour David and today we have some Pieology. This pie has, all the good things on it. Pepperonis, sausage, ham, spicy chicken, pineapple, onions, garlic, gorgonzola, feta, extra marinara, extra mozzarella, pesto, herb butter. I don't know if I already said olives. There's olives. This has everything on it, which is exactly what my grandma wanted, so it's missing some slices for her. She didn't want any spicy chicken, so all of the rest of the pizza has spicy chicken for me. I love their ranch. I don't know what they do. I don't know what sorcery, but they have the best ranch. I'm gonna start right here. Look at that. And then I have some mint watermelon cherry lemonade. Whenever I see their lemonades, I always mix them together. Always turns out great. What I think I like most about this pizza is I'm really picky about wings. I feel like some places have really good hot wings, some places have really bad ones. But this, because the spicy chicken is just buffalo chicken, when you dip it in the ranch, it's like you have your wings and your pizza together. And you don't have to deal with the bone, you don't have to deal with none of that. So I absolutely love it. I French braided my hair in the shower. I have little nubs. I feel like Wendy. Was she a real person? Or was she just a mascot? That little redheaded chick? We get so many toppings that I make sure to get the pie rise crust, because I can't even imagine this on the regular like Pieology crust. It'd probably just be flopping about. Tell me why I never knew pie rise was one word. When I saw pie rise on their menu, it said like pie rise thick, but I thought it said pierce thick because it was one word. So I was like, pierce, can I have the pierce one? And nobody ever corrected me. I said that for like a year. And then finally, like, I really looked at it because I was trying to like pronounce it in my head, and I was like, is that just pie rise? And I asked the person and they were like, oh yeah, people mess that up all the time. That gets called so many different things. And I was like, wow, America. Are you guys pineapple on pizza? Pineapple on pizza? Are you guys pineapple on pizza people? That's difficult to say. Pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizza people. Pineapple on pizza people. Pineapple on pizza people. Are you guys pineapple on pizza people? I'm gonna have to edit the crap out of this because I can't say it. Are you guys pineapple on pizza people? Literally try to say that like 5 times fast. Anyway, yeah, do you guys like the sweetness on the savory? I literally just, whenever I go to Pieology, I just get everything I like. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is like neck level. This is difficult to like eat. You know what I have, which I should have been using this whole time? I have a plate. So I'm just gonna, ooh. There we go. It doesn't really matter that I'm eating over this because I'm eating the rest of this. You guys ever listen to those "Am I the Butthole" things on Reddit? So I just discovered those like a few months ago. So actually, you know, I'm gonna read one. I'm gonna see if I can find one. I've never like sought it out before. I've actually only ever heard people reading the stories on TikTok. These are so short. Wait, how do I find the long ones? I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell? But they're like one sentence. Or is that like a title? Do you click? It's longer. Okay, wait, you click on it. Can you tell I've never used Reddit before? Am I the douchebag for demanding my husband to pay back the $6,000 he spent on golf clubs? Demanding my husband to pay back. I'm a nurse and have been working more hours for the past 6 months to be able to save money to fix the ceiling in our house. Whoo! I've saved up to $8,000 in my account, and since my husband hasn't worked since 2020, I'm trying to balance rent and utility payments. My husband is a golf enthusiast, and so are his friends. Only difference is that all of his friends are well off and they can afford expensive golfing gear and tips. They mentioned wanting to go on a golfing trip next week and invited my husband, but he initially refused. Though he really wanted to go, but complained about how his friends bought fancy golfing gear while all he has is old gear. He asked if I could lend him $6,000 so he could buy a set of golfing clubs, but I refused because $6,000 for a set of clubs is crazy expensive, especially for someone who doesn't work. He got upset and accused me of holding his employment over his head when he couldn't help it. Anyway, I thought we were over this argument, but I had discovered that he had pulled the $6,000 out of my account and purchased the set behind my back. I went home and exploded on him. He swore he'd return the money once he gets back from his trip, but I told him he had no right to take the money and spend it on a set of clubs while the ceiling needs fixing. He said the ceiling doesn't require $6,000 either, but the kids' room was affected too. I demanded that he return the set or pay me the $6,000 right there and then. He told me I was being unfair to him and that he's feeling stuck because his friends can afford to buy whatever, while he's being yelled at for wanting something for himself for once. I told him to get a job and buy himself whatever. He tried to tell me he'll pay me when he finds a job, which is after he gets back from his trip, but I refused. He kept begging me to let him go on the trip and we'll figure it out later, but I said no. If it wasn't for something as important as the ceiling, I would have maybe waited, but he's saying I'm abusive and controlling of his life. Whew. $6,000 for golf clubs is crazy expensive. I don't know what the rate is, what they usually go for, but you can buy a car with that money. I'm a very frugal person and I'm a big budgeter. So what I do every time I budget is you have spending money, pocket money, blow money, whatever you want to call it, that you can use on whatever you want. Even if it's like $5, $10, $20, whatever you can, $100, whatever you can in your budget. If you have to save long-term for something, depending upon the degree of severity, especially if you don't have an emergency fund, I still would argue that having spending money for yourself is important, right? So like if they did this budget when they were both working or whatever the scenario was prior, then he would have his blow money, right? He would have his spending money, his pocket money. And if you don't spend it, whether you get paid weekly, monthly, whatever, if you don't spend it, it just collects. If you give yourself $100 a month to do whatever you want with new video games, nail salon, whatever you do, and you save that, that's how you get that money. Now, if he was doing that and if he had saved $6,000 and one of those golf clubs, then that would be his business. He's somebody who's not contributing and there's a need, especially if you're talking about, oh, the ceiling being broken is starting to affect the kids. When you take money from your shared account, partner's account, however they define it, and it doesn't help the family and it is with a selfish desire, especially when the only justifier that you have is FOMO, that's straight audacity to me. If he's a golf enthusiast, I would suspect that he already has golf clubs. So why can't you take what you have to go on the trip, to go on the vacation? And as far as the wife goes, I do think that there needs to be more communication, more talk about expectations, realities, and what they're doing financially. Because for you to feel like I told my husband he can't go and I demanded he pay it back and I do all that kind of stuff, when he turns around and says, well, she's controlling and, you know, she's abusive or, you know, whatever, that language, that communication is the core of a relationship. It seems like everything I can think of would be more preventative stuff. When you choose to be with somebody and to marry them and to have kids with them and do these long-term permanent things, certain things have to align. Like your moral compass, your views on things like faith or money or whatever the case may be. At this point, I would just say it would depend on whether or not they want to fix the holes that are in their marriage, which could then prevent scenarios like this from happening later. Either couples counseling, personal financial classes, or what, because some people really do put up with stuff like that for their entire lives. So that's what I have for you guys today. My name's Lexus Amour David. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, turn on the post notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Yeah. I'm not cussing anyone out. I'm talking to my friends.
Why are you talking awful loud?
I'm sorry, I'm just excited. You want to come be in my video?
No, I'm going looking at a movie.
Okay, sorry.
Playing a game.
Well, enjoy your game.
It will be